the Johannesburg Correctional Centre, and that's where we find my colleague there, Samm Marshall. Samm, I almost say that's where we find my convict there, but not quite. Samm, good morning to you. What can you tell us?
Good morning to you, Ayanda. Good morning to our viewers. Yes, rightfully said, we are broadcasting live from the Johannesburg Correctional Centre, formerly known as Sun City. I don't know if that's affectionately, but it's here where we find ourselves in the south of Johannesburg in a place called Naturena. Now, as you may know, the Department of Correctional Services is really trying to move away and urging the public to move away, seeing institutions like these, the ones behind me, as prisons. It's all about rehabilitation and giving inmates an opportunity at a second life. Now, you did mention that interview, and I remember it very well yesterday. It was a great interview. Today, it's the second day of the ex-offenders conference, and it's all about victims of crimes and perpetrators of crime coming together and having a frank and open discussion about the ways of moving forward around issues of reintegration and rehabilitation. A little bit later, we're going to have a chat. It is coming down pretty hard. A little bit later, we're going to have a chat to Colin Kamalo. He is a convicted armed robber who spent over 15 years in jail. We'll also have a chat to some of the other members who are forming part of that conference, and we'll find out about what this new program will look like and what this two-day conference was all about, and whether we can find that middle road and make sure that we can carve out a program, carve out a way for former inmates and victims of crime to be able to integrate, be able to live in a society where both of them feel that, for example, in terms of the victims of crime, that they have had some kind of justice, and that obviously former inmates can find a society and a community that's ready to accept them. Loads more coming from us here a little bit later, but for now, from a very wet south of Johannesburg, let's go back to the studio.